Good afternoon from Sochi as we prepare to get underway for the Russian Grand Prix. The championship battle has some time to go yet, but still expect no quarter to be given here on this circuit that made its debut in 2014 and has already seen some classic racing. Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport. And alongside me to take you through it all is none other than Anthony Davidson. This was a circuit that I think in its inaugural race got off to a bit of a shaky start, but since then it's really drawn the fans in and become a very popular event. What do you think changed?
But this just goes to show the importance of fixing problems as and when you discover them. As a complete unknown quantity in 2014, the tyre choice was quite conservative, which didn't really allow much in terms of different strategy options. So it was pretty much as you were from lights to flag. But that was a great learning experience, and we came back the next year and had a really exciting Grand Prix, with battles for the podium going on all the way to the final lap. So hopefully we'll be treated to more of the same this year.
See if you can manage third or better. Good luck.
We're almost ready to go then. This is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Nico Rosberg is on pole position today after coming out on top of a difficult qualifying, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen and a Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton and Bottas, Massa, Alonso, Perez and Kimi Raikkonen, Sainz, Gutierrez, Daniel Kvyat and Button, Hülkenberg, Ericsson, Romain Grosjean and Pascal Wehrlein, Palmer and Harry Anto, Felipe Nasser and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
How's it going, guys? I am David and welcome back to episode number 4 of my F1 2016 career mode. We're here for the race in Russia at the Sochi Autodrome circuit, starting from P4 on the soft compound tire. It was a rain affected qualifying session with rain in Q1 and Q2 as well, and we had a drying up track in Q3, and Nico Rosberg managed to set the fastest lap time just at the end of the session. He was basically the last man to do a lap time, and that's why he's on pole position. And because it was a rain affected qualifying during Q2, everyone has a free choice of tires. You can see here the 2 Red Bulls are on the super soft tire, the 2 Mercedes are on the soft tires, so am I. I believe my teammate Kimi Raikkonen is also on the soft compound tire, don't quote me on that, but so yeah, we're here for the formation lap. Give the place back to Max Verstappen, who starts from P3. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting race. I mean, I think the soft compound tire will work better at the start of the race, and then at the end of the race with the super soft tire, we should be able to, yeah, be faster than the other cars. So yeah, let's get down to the grid for the start of the Russian Grand Prix. So here we are on the grid. The lights are blowing on. It's 5 red lights. It's lights out, and away we go. Daniel Ricciardo box off the start a little bit, as well as his teammate Max Verstappen, who gets an absolute stonker of a start. Unbelievable start from Max Verstappen. We do have an average start with bank tires with Lewis Hamilton, and now we're gonna go down the inside of the 2 Red Bulls, and Nico Rosberg make that free wide at the turn 2 with Verstappen and Rosberg. Verstappen squeezed us a little bit. We're gonna go up the inside into turn 4, bank tires a little bit. There are some yellow flags right behind us. We try and squeeze Verstappen, but we go a bit wide there, and yeah, we leave in space, but we get a better exit of turn 5, and now we do squeeze Max Verstappen, and we're officially up into P1. Verstappen is P2, Rosberg is P3, and yeah, that's job 3 at the start of the race. Now we cut on straight to the end of lap 1, start of lap 2, and yeah, you can see in the mirrors probably Nico Rosberg very, very close to Max Verstappen. He's actually gonna have a go. If you see in the mirrors, Nico Rosberg down the inside of Max Verstappen, and Nico Rosberg on the soft compound tire, so Rosberg faster than Verstappen, even though he's on a harder tires. Verstappen just manages to stay in P2 for now, but yeah, he's gonna have a very hard time battling the German in the Mercedes, and now we cut on later on in lap 2. Max Verstappen is in our mirror, still not DRS enabled, so he's gonna have to do it on pure slipstream, but he's too far back, he can't get the move done right now. And yes, Nico Rosberg also is right behind him. The gap is very small, and you can see Felipe Massa actually getting past Nico Rosberg, so maybe, just maybe, the super soft tires are starting to work better than the soft compound tire. And yeah, you can see here Verstappen and Massa right behind us, and now we cut on straight to lap 3 once again, and this time Max Verstappen has DRS. He's gonna try and do it. Nico Rosberg actually passed him. He's gonna try maybe go on the inside. No, he doesn't, but he passes Max Verstappen. Felipe Massa also passes Max Verstappen, so maybe he has some kind of problem there. You can see on the minimap there are some yellow flags right now. Something has happening. Some cars have crashed. Maybe, I don't know what's happened. We'll see right now. Oh, there's a safety car. Safety car deployed. Safety car deployed on track. What has happened there? Oh, it's Jenson Button. Jenson Button is facing the wrong way. What has happened to Jenson Button there? Max Verstappen has been disqualified from the race. Mad scenes here at the Russian Grand Prix on lap 3. Now starts the lap 4. Yeah, let's see a replay of the start. You can see here Daniel Ricciardo bogged off the start a little bit as Max Verstappen got an absolute beautiful start, passing his teammate and the Mercedes. We do got an average start. We will still stay in P4, but then into turn 2 we got up the inside of Max Verstappen, 3 wide into turn 2 with Nico Rosberg there as well. There was actually contact between Daniel Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas, I believe it was, in the Williams. And here we go up the inside of Max Verstappen into turn 4. Here we tried to squeeze him a little bit, but we went wide, and that's why he basically, yeah, still went side by side with us after turn 4. But here into turn 6, we managed to squeeze him and get officially up into P1. Here is later on in lap 2, Nico Rosberg goes down the inside of Max Verstappen. He brakes later. He didn't get the move done, if you remember. Verstappen pinched him a little bit and stayed in P2 just about. But Nico Rosberg was very close to him, and at that point of time the soft tires were working better than the super soft. But maybe a bit later on in the lap, we probably saw Massa pass Rosberg, so yeah, that's where the super soft tires started to work better, maybe a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, this is cut on to lap 3. Verstappen doesn't have DRS actually, so he didn't got DRS, and now you can see Nico Rosberg with DRS goes down the inside of Max Verstappen. He makes the move done even before the braking point, and Max Verstappen just stops there. He hasn't done anything, as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen anything on the replay cameras. He hasn't done anything, he just stops, and here's what happened to Jenson Button. He goes side by side with Fernando Alonso in the corner. He had no room to go, he locked up, and Esteban Gutierrez just straight into his path of Esteban Gutierrez. You can see here on board with Gutierrez, he had nowhere to go, he had no chance to avoid the collision. So yeah, we cut on to lap 6. Behind the safety car will be for 3 laps, and the safety car should, I think it should come in this lap. But yeah, the thing is, all of the super soft runners have already boxed for new tires. So most of them have put a set of soft compound tire, whilst the cars who started on the soft compound tire, we didn't make a pit stop, because if we had made the pit stop, we would have got to medium tires, which is, yeah, not you want here, because I mean the medium tires are quite disgusting around this track. So yeah, I mean we had to stay out, and yeah, now on the restart I am hoping to be able to build a little bit of a gap in front of the cars with super softs while they are trying to pass the soft cars. And the restart, Nico Rosberg hit us a little bit from behind, and that maybe gave us a little bit of a, yeah, I'm not gonna say boost, because it's not boosting, but yeah, he is squabbling with Rio Haryanto, who is in P2 right now. Very interesting. A Manor in P2, obviously he probably started on the soft compound tire, he hasn't pitted yet, but now he's helping us out because he's squabbling with Nico Rosberg there down into turn 2, and yeah, I'm able to get away of the pair a little bit. But yeah, we now cut on straight to the end of lap 8, and we go into the pit lane for the super soft tire. DRS is enabled. We will be able to get a faster pit stop than Nico Rosberg. We do get a good pit stop. Nico Rosberg changing the front wing while we got holds up by Pascal Wehrlein in the Manor, who was just going down the pit lane. But yeah, Nico Rosberg had a front wing change. Maybe from that hit he gave us at the restart after the safety car period. But yeah, now we're down into P15, right behind Fernando Alonso. So we have a lot to make up in just 4 laps. I don't think we're gonna be able to do everything we've been able to do so now and get back up into leading the race. Now later on the next lap we pass a few cars while they were in the pit lane. We're up into P11 and you can see we are visually a lot closer to Fernando Alonso. And cutting on now to later on lap 10, there was a Felipe Massa and Marcus Ericsson crashed out at the Grand Prix as we said the purple second sector of the race. You can see here Massa and Ericsson. Massa tries to make the move on Ericsson, but he loses the car, he hits Ericsson, and that's his race over. So yeah, you can see the marshal waving their green flag whilst Felipe Massa has crashed. Great job, marshals. But yeah, we're now a lot closer to Fernando Alonso. Visually a lot closer. We're right behind them as Marcus Ericsson in front of us pits after he was hit by Felipe Massa. So that's another 2 places from Massa and Ericsson we're gonna get, and we're gonna be up into P8. Maybe make it P7 as we try and pass Fernando Alonso. We're gonna have DRS. We set the fastest lap of the race, 140.1. We go down the inside of Alonso into turn 1, technically turn 1, even before DRS. We made the move stick. The McLaren was a sitting duck in a straight line up into P8. And whilst all of that was happening, I don't know if you saw, guys, at the top left of the screen a little bit before, Roman Grosjean is leading this race, and the teammate of Fernando Alonso, who I was battling, Jenson Button, who, remember, was facing the wrong way at lap 3, is making a move on the race leader Roman Grosjean for the lead of the race, and he actually makes it stick. Jenson Button gets the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. With 2 laps to go, Jenson Button leads the Russian Grand Prix with Roman Grosjean in P2. What a race! And yeah, Jenson Button holds on to win the Russian Grand Prix. His, I don't know which victory, first victory since 2012, the Brazilian Grand Prix. Absolutely ecstatic scenes from McLaren. Meanwhile, for us at the end of the race, we managed to catch Gutierrez right behind him. We're gonna try and make a diving move into the last corner. We hit him. We both go wide there. We return on the track, and as we were returning on the track, we get a 10-second time penalty. So that's it, P15.
Team for that fantastic performance. Let's take a look at the driver's standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Jenson Button. People always say he's a really smooth driver, but as he's shown here today, that's not at the expense of speed or overtaking skill.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Wow, what a race that was. Strategies galore. People starting on the soft or super soft. Clearly the people who started the super soft benefited from the safety car, whilst we started the soft car, and that hindered us quite a bit there. And also the stupid dive bomb at the last corner, the last lap on Gutierrez. We finished down in P15. Yeah, very bad weekend for us. Hopefully we'll be able to bounce back in Spain next time. So guys, If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button, it really helps me out. Comment down below what your thoughts of it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And yeah, I will see you next time. Goodbye.